Wow, this is crazy. This is not what I thought Pamukkale was. All of the research we did on Pamukkale, all the things we read, never saw this.
Look at this! We have woken up in Pamukkale to the prettiest sunrise over the cotton castles. Gives new meaning to cotton castles. It's like cotton candy sky. You don't like that?
Not good on that reference. I don't know what that means.
You know cotton candy?
Yeah?
How it's like pink and stuff?
Yeah.
The sky looks like pink cotton
I get
candy.
that, yeah. Cotton candy sky, cotton candy
Castles.
rocks. We woke up this morning, it was 2 degrees, and now it's probably about 5 degrees, and I'm in shorts. But there is a good reason, because these thermal pools, you can dip.
We weren't going to come all the way here and be wearing jeans and warm things. Like, we at least want to go up to our knees.
Yeah.
There is also apparently, obviously, the thermal pools that everyone knows about, but there's also a bunch of archaeological sites that I hadn't heard of that we want to check out as well.
Also, there's about 500 different opening times online. We are confident that it is 8 o'clock in the winter, which is where we are now.
Fingers crossed. I love it already, we're not even inside. It looks like security people are just rocking up.
Still about 10 minutes, but we have a cat to keep us warm.
Thank you.
All right, we are the first ones here so far, and no one behind us, no one in front of us. I keep thinking there are because there's like dark bits on the...
We have heard that there's a different entrance that opens at a different time. So we got really nervous we weren't going to be like somewhat alone, because we love being places alone. But it looks like we are. Oh, I'm out of breath.
We bought the normal ticket that just has the entrance into the Cotton Castle, and the only rule we've got is take your shoes off on the white stuff.
Use the white stuff.
Oh,
Cold.
it's freezing.
I thought that was thermal pools.
It's like ice.
Oh, it's like freezing cold.
My toes are gonna fall off.
Oh my god. What are the symptoms of frostbite?
Okay, yep, they are not all warm. Maybe we're just complainers, but no one ever mentioned how cold these pools are.
Far out. It feels like sharp pain. The cotton candy castles look like someone has gotten like a jar of shaving cream and just released it everywhere. Like, it looks like a movie prop from The Grinch. I don't know how to describe it. You see the photos, but it looks different in real life. In the water, it's so sludgy. Look at that. Yesterday we drove all the way from Selchuk to Pamukkale, which is about 3 hours, and when we got in we went for a walk just to look at the cotton candy castles, and we were looking up and being like, why is everyone walking in a single file? We don't understand. It looks like everyone's really pushed together. Surely it's not like that. Now it makes a lot of sense. There is this tiny river running through that is so warm. My feet are defrosting. Oh, I'm so happy.
If you come in the winter, no, you only have to go up a couple of pools worth, and then there's a little stream. Get in the stream, thank me later. It's warm.
We are surrounded by hot air balloons right now, and it is just so beautiful. I had zero idea that there was hot air balloons here. I only thought we were going to see them in Cappadocia. crazy to me how different the texture is when it's at the bottom of the pool or been dried out by the sun. It's literally like sludgy Play-Doh when it's wet and then rock solid when it's dry. Nuts.
So we read that the white is some sort of sediment and lime scale reacting with the sun. Not really sure about it, but this is the most visited spot in Turkey for tourists. So it should be flooded. It's a Saturday. I guess coming in winter has its perks. We've been here for almost an hour and now we're seeing the first big tour groups get here. Looks like they came from the top entrance and they're making their way down slowly. Looks pretty busy.
We are getting nowhere fast today because it's so cold when you're out of the warm stream water. We walk for like 2 minutes maybe and then come sit down and warm up again. That's the entrance there. We've been here for like an hour and walked what, a couple hundred meters? It's nice though because each time you stop it's like a little foot bath. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, it's like a intense foot bath up here. It's really hot and real. Like I have to engage my abs to keep my legs with me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
If you're here in winter and you're a little bit chilly when you finish coming up the top, just grab a coffee, sit on the edge. It's such a nice way to just have a little bit of time in the morning to dry your feet, recoup.
This has been such a good day already.
Such a nice view. We heard that's called Cleopatra's Pool as well because she swam there back in the day. But it costs 130 lira to go in and we're in a bathers, so lots of reasons to not do it. But just behind it is the thing that we're most excited for, apart from the Pamukkale pools. Another ancient theatre, like 2 in 2 days.
This theatre looks like it's going to be a bit more grand than the one we saw in Ephesus because that one was huge, but the actual stage was sort of rubble and like a bit old obviously. But this one is still very much intact and then you can see 2 stories worth of prettiness. Oh my god.
All of the research we did on Pamukkale, all the things we read, never saw this.
I just had no idea that Pamukkale was anything other than the cotton castles. I thought that was it. There was like a one-hit wonder. That's all you were coming to see when you came here. In reality, there is this entire ancient city behind the cotton castles and it's huge.
It's massive and it's not fully excavated at all. It looks like they barely started, to be honest.
Really puts into perspective how grand all of the theatre shows would have been back in the day. Because that's just the backdrop.
I love it. You can just sit and look at that for ages. Just completely alone amongst these ruins. They're only found in the 2011. Boggles my mind how much there would be hidden underneath these hills. Like, look at where we are.
This city is huge. We have come up to like the top of a mountain. I'm pretty sure we're surrounded by tombs, but you can see the ancient theatre all the cotton castles, and then it just keeps going and going. It's crazy. How did we not know this was here?
Wow, this is crazy. There's like a very partially uncovered theater or Colosseum-y type thing on that hill, and there's just no one around. There's no signs. I feel like we're walking in the middle of nowhere. It kind of feels like we're discovering stuff ourselves. This is not what I thought Pamukkale was.
We've literally been hiking just on this random mountain for like half an hour, walking through all of these ancient ruins by ourselves. As if this is allowed. I can't get over it. Sound like a broken record, but I cannot believe we're here by ourselves and that we didn't know about this. Pamukkale is so much more than just the cotton castles.
Pamukkale is underrated.
Oh, for sure.
All this extra stuff, at first we thought 200 lira to get in was a bit much, but all this extra stuff that you get to kind of free roam around almost alone.
So worth the money.
So worth the money.
If you come to Pamukkale and you don't explore this, at least this street's worth of stuff, you haven't done it. You need to come back.
Wear shoes. Wear shoes.
Oh yeah, thongs was a bad idea. Honestly, so surprised at how much there is to do here other than the cotton castles. Pamukkale has been amazing, and we thought it was going to be like a quick one-hit wonder, in and out day. We've been here for hours and hours and hours, walking around and seeing all of these cool ancient sites. End of video.